Begin with forgiveness, let it flow. The parts of me I used to throw into the fire just to feel like pain was proof that I was real. But I can't give what I don't hold. A love that's warm, a heart that's whole. To heal the world I first must see the wounds I hide inside of me. I wore my guilt like second skin, a quiet war I fought within. I said I'm fine, I smiled through, but buried hurt still colored truth. I turned away from tender light, afraid of grace, afraid it might expose the cracks I tried to hide. But healing has to step inside. No one else can fix this pain. It starts with tears and not with blame. And maybe love begins the day I choose myself in spite of shame. Begin with forgiveness, let it flow. The parts of me I used to throw into the fire just to feel like pain was proof that I was real. But I can't give what I don't hold. A love that's warm, a heart that's whole. To heal the world I first must see I hide inside of me. I held the past like it was gold, refused to let regret grow old. But every time I cursed my name, I froze my joy, I fed my shame. Now slowly I am learning this compassion starts with tenderness. And if I fall, I'll rise again, not perfect, but at peace within. If I can face the mirror clear and speak to me with love, not fear, then maybe all the love I give can help the broken learn to live. Begin with forgiveness, soft and true. A gift for me, a gift for you. The only way the hurt can leave is if I choose to first believe that every scar and every tear was not in vain, was leading here to healing born inside of me. Begin with love, begin with me. I loved the wrong ones first, it's true. The ones who broke then blamed me too. They lit a fire and walked away while I stayed burning night and day. But through the smoke I learned to see what love should give, not take from me. It took a storm to quench my thirst. I had to love the wrong ones first. He had a smile that felt like sin, a voice that pulled me deep within. He played his games, I played along, pretending damage makes us strong. I called it passion, called it fate, but all it did was cultivate a love for chaos, pain and chase, and left me shattered in its place. But every bruise, each broken thread became the map I followed back to someone kind, someone who stayed. Not just the thrill, but what I lacked. I loved the wrong ones first, it's true. The ones who left me black and blue. They taught me what a heart can't fake, the ache that real love doesn't make. But now I see, and now I know that pain was part of how I grow. Before I found someone who's sure, I had to love the ones unsure. He said forever, then grew cold, like promises that don't get old. I begged for crumbs and called it gold. To silence echoed what I told myself to keep from walking out. That love is pain and love is doubt. but now I see the fault was clear. I thought love lived in those who disappear. It takes a fall to learn the flight. It takes the dark to crave the light. I gave my all to those who use, so now I know what not to choose. I love the wrong ones first, no lie, but now I see through every eye that looks with charm but holds no soul, that takes and calls it home. And when he comes, the one who stays, I'll love him in the quiet ways, for what he is, not who he's not. It took some loss, but now I've got a heart that knows what love is worth, 'cause I love the wrong ones first. I'm a little more guarded now. Don't fall so fast, don't speak out loud. The part of me that once believed now waits to see before it bleeds. You taught me how a heart can bruise by showing love and pulling loose. So next time love comes back around, I'll wear my hope without the crown. You said forever like a line that's memorized but never mine. I dove in deep, you watched me fall, then left me clinging to it all. You weren't cruel, you weren't kind. You just walked out and left me blind to figure out what went so wrong. Alone is where I learned I'm strong. Now I don't chase the first warm glance, I wait and watch, I take my stance. And though I long to love again, I won't let heartbreak in again. I'm a little more guarded now. Don't trust too quick, don't dream out loud. The girl who gave it all for free now saves a little piece for me. You showed me what I should have known, that love can leave you more alone. So next time someone says they care, I'll keep one foot still in the air. I'm softer still, just not naive. I've learned which words I can believe. Not every touch means someone stays. Not every love deserves my days. I used to think that pain was proof, but healing taught me deeper truth. Now scars don't make me hard or cold, just wiser than I was before. If love returns, it must be sure, not just a flame, but something pure. I've paid the cost of rushing in. This time I'll love, but I'll begin a little more guarded, not close tight. I'll still believe in love's soft light, but not the kind that comes and goes, the kind that roots and stays and grows. You broke me, but I built anew, and now I know what I'll walk through. So when love finds me next, I'll be not lost, just holding more of me. I tried to find love in someone else while running empty in myself. Thought if they held me, I'd be whole, but love can't patch a leaking soul. I chased the spark, ignored the flame, till every ending felt the same. Now I see why it couldn't be, 'cause love starts with me. I wore a smile like a disguise, hid all the tears behind my eyes, gave all I had to feel enough, but never learned to give me love. I let them choose what I was worth, like I was lucky just to hurt. But mirrors don't reflect what's true. If I can't stand the me I knew, I used to think a heart could heal by pouring out what it can't feel. But truth came quiet, patiently. It whispered, start with love in me. I tried to find love in someone new, but didn't know what love should do. I begged for peace, but not from me. I searched in every tragedy, but no one's arms could hold me right, until I learned to sleep at night with just myself, and finally see that love starts with me. Now I can sit with all my flaws, not needing praise or sweet applause. I speak my name and don't look down, no longer begging to be found. And when love comes, I'll recognize the kind that meets me eye to eye, not saving me, but walking near with nothing missing, nothing feared. It took the lonely nights to know that love won't come where I won't go, into the parts I used to flee, the parts that now belong to me. I don't need perfect to feel peace, just room to breathe and self-release. And if love knocks, it won't complete. It'll walk beside, not at my feet. 'Cause I'm no longer reaching low for what I thought I had to show. Now I know who I need to be. 'Cause love starts with me. If I had no regret at all, no nights I broke, no pride to fall, would I have learned to really feel, to know what's fake, to know what's real? The tears I cried, I won't forget. They carved my soul, they still reflect. It may sound strange, but don't forget, there's beauty in regret. I said the words I can't unsay, walked out on hearts that begged I stay. I chased the highs, ignored the signs, and paid the price in tangled lines. I left some good love in the past because I thought it wouldn't last. But lessons don't arrive on time, they echo after every cry. I used to wish I had no pain, but now I see what I'd have gained would never come from perfect days, but from the things I threw away. If I had no regret to hold, no broken dreams, no lies I told, would I have seen how deep I go when stripped of everything I know? The haunting makes me human still. It taught me when to bend my will, so let me wear what I regret, like armor that I won't forget. I see their faces in my mind, the ones I lost by being blind. But now I know it took those cracks to find the light that never lacks. I've hurt, been hurt, and come undone, but in that mess I found someone. Not perfect, no, but more complete, because I've knelt before defeat. I don't erase the roads I took, they're written in my every look. Each scar a line that makes me mean not who I was, but who I'll be. If life had gone the way I planned, I'd never learn to understand that even sorrow plays a part in waking up a sleeping heart. So let me cry and let me fall, let me remember all I'd feel so little, I'd love so less, and life would feel like so much less. The less I carry, the more I give. No need to prove, no need to win. I left behind the heavy need to be the one you chase or need. Now love flows quiet, undefined, not bound by fear, not wrapped in time. It may sound strange, but it rings true. I give the most when I have less to lose. I used to bring my broken pride, my suitcase full of need to hide. I asked for love with trembling hands, afraid you'd never understand. I tried to earn what can't be bought, gave all I had, then said it's not enough unless you needed me. That's not love, it's dependency. But now I come with empty palms, no rehearsed lines, no perfect songs, just space for you and space for me, and something real and something free. The less I carry, the more I feel. No armor on, no need to heal. I'm not afraid of walking slow or letting someone choose to go. This kind of love won't cage or cling. It just exists, a quiet thing. It may sound cold, but it's warm too, to love without owning you. You don't belong to me at all, and that's what makes it beautiful. No weight to hold, no chains to keep, just knowing you and breathing deep. I don't demand you fill my lack, I give expecting nothing back. And in that space something begins, a love that simply lets you in. I used to think that love was proof, that I was worthy, I was truth. But now I know that love is grace, a wind that doesn't need a place. The less I carry, the more I shine. No need to twist your hand in mine. And if you stay, it's not because I begged or bent to earn your love, because you saw me standing clear. No weight, no mask, no hidden fear. It may be strange, but it feels right to give with open hands, not fight. This is the love I've come to know. The more I let go, the more I grow. Maybe it's better that it broke, that we let go before we woke. To all the years we might have lost, still playing games, still counting costs. You were the start, not meant to last, a perfect myth that couldn't pass. And though it hurt, now that I know, some loves are meant to let you go. We were too young to know the weight of promises we couldn't make. We thought forever was a fact, but didn't see what we both lacked. You held my hand like I was home, but left me feeling more alone. And still I begged and still I prayed for something we both faked each day. If we had stayed, what would we be? Two people trapped in memory. I'd trade the comfort for the fall. At least I felt it after all. Maybe it's better that it broke. We loved too fast, we spoke in smoke. We thought we knew what love should do, but love needs more than me and you. You were the dream I I see the ones who stay too long, who lost their fire just to belong. They won the love but lost their spark, still holding hands, still in the dark. But we crashed before we froze. We left before the silence rose. And maybe that's the gift we missed, to lose the flame, not just the kiss. If I had kept you, I'd have drowned in all the ways we dragged it down. But now I stand a little warm, still breathing through the love we mourned. Maybe it's better that it broke. I had to outgrow. There's someone like you somewhere tonight, who's trying to make a wrong thing right, who said too little or too much, who lost a friend with just one touch. No one perfect, no one whole. We're all just hearts with missing roles. And though it hurts, you're not unfair. There's someone like you somewhere. You trace your steps like they're a crime, rewind the past 1,000 times. You think if you had said it clear that maybe they would still be near. But even love can lose its way, and even good hearts walk away. There's no one path, no flawless plan, just broken things in human hands. You're not alone in what you feel. Mistakes don't mean your love's not real, and someone out there feels it too. A soul that's cracked but shining through. There's someone like you somewhere tonight, still blaming stars that shine too bright, still holding words they meant to send, still hoping pain can somehow mend. We all fall short, we all break down, we all get lost in someone's town. But don't you think no one would care? There's someone like you somewhere. You say I should have known before, but knowing comes when hearts are sore. We learn from silence, not from ease. We grow when life brings us to knees. And though it's messy, though it's flawed, there's still a thread that ties to God, to hope, to breathe, to second tries, to someone seeing through your eyes. No right answers, no clean page. We're not mistakes, we're just mid-stage. So lift your head, even if slow. Someone out there needs to know that someone like them walks this road too. That someone flawed can still be true. You may not meet or even speak, but hearts like yours don't end, they seek. So breathe again and just be fair to all your grief, to all your care. You're not alone, you're not rare. There's someone like you somewhere. You caught my eye and I felt seen, like I was more than I had been. And for a while I lost my pace, chasing your voice, your touch, your face. But love is not a destiny, and you're not the center of me. It feels so good to be desired, but that alone
fire. I measured worth in how you looked, each glance a page in my own book. I let your silence shape my day, like I had nothing else to say. You smiled and I rebuilt my mood. You frowned and I withdrew my truth. But losing self to be adored is not what I am reaching for. Yes, it feels warm to be the light, but not when it erases night. I want a love that lets me be, not one that swallows all of me. You touch my heart, I can't deny, but I confuse that with me. Why? I thought your gaze defined my path, but now I see the aftermath. I need a world beyond your name, a love that doesn't play a game. You're not a god, not gravity. You can't be the center of me. Now when I walk alone, and not because I'm overgrown, but 'cause I learned I still exist. When I'm not aching to be kissed, you made me feel like I was real, but I mistook that for my will. Now I define my worth again, not by your love, not by a man. I won't pretend that I don't care. I love the rush, the wait, the stare, but joy should bloom from inner ground, not just from being wanted now. So thank you for the part you played. You woke a storm and walked away, and in the wreck I found a key to open up what's truly me. It's nice to be someone's desire, but I'm not built to just inspire. You lit a spark and set it free, but I'm the flame, the center is me. Dry your tears, the world's still turning, even when the sky feels burning. It's okay to fall apart, that's how we find the softer parts. Everyone you've ever known is carrying a heart they've sown. So take a breath, don't disappear. You're still allowed to be right here. This world can cut without a sound, then ask you why you're on the ground. It hands out dreams, then takes them back, and leaves you tracing every crack. But pain's not proof that you are weak, it's just the language hearts still speak. And though it's hard to understand, you're doing more than what you planned. No one walks through life unscarred, even the light gets burned by stars. But there's a strength in moving slow, in staying here and letting go. Dry your tears, you've cried enough. You're not too soft, you're just enough. The weight you carry isn't small, but you're still standing fear, you're still allowed to be right here. Some days you won't know what you need. Just getting dressed will feel like speed. But healing's not some perfect line. It's showing up again each time. And when the world forgets to care, I hope you find some quiet air, a voice that whispers in your chest. You've hurt, but that's not all you've left. You don't have to prove your grace or wear a smile to earn your place. You're not alone, you never were. We all just hide what makes us hurt. Dry your tears, but let them fall. It doesn't make you less at all. This world is cruel, this world is wide, but still there's love on the inside. And though you bend and sometimes break, you're here and that's what hope can make. So take your time, and when it's near, let joy come find you still right here.
No need for sorrow, no more tears. The time we had still feels sincere. You were a moment, not a lie, a fleeting truth beneath the sky. I hold your name like a refrain, not as a wound, but gentle rain. Some loves don't last, but still they shine. This was a beautiful goodbye. I used to ache for what we missed, for words unsaid, for that one kiss. But now I see it's not regret, it's just a song I won't forget. You crossed my path, you stirred my soul, then faded like the sun grows cold. But what we shared, however brief, was real enough to hold belief. And though we walked on separate roads, your laughter still in silence glows. And every now and then I smile at how we met, though not for miles. No need for sadness in my chest. You were a guest, I needed rest. Not every love is meant to stay. Some teach us more by walking away. You gave me eyes that now can see the kind of love that's meant for me. So thank you for that sweet July. You were a beautiful goodbye. The memory soft, not sharp like then, like pages read and closed again. I don't replay to change the end, but just to greet a once loved friend. No bitter taste, no endless why, just quiet peace beneath the sky. A love that left but didn't die. It simply learned to wave goodbye. Letting go is not defeat, it's making space for life to breathe. And in that space I hold your face, like morning light I can't retrace. No need for mourning, no regrets, just chapters written, silhouettes. You were a star that passed me by, too far to touch, too bright to lie, but in your glow I found my start. You left but didn't break my heart. You gave me grace, not just to try. You were a beautiful goodbye. When you leave the train, I won't chase. I'll hold your smile in quiet space. You rode with me a little while, and that alone still makes me smile. Not every soul stays to the end. Some only pass, some only lend. But even short goodbyes remain when you leave the train.
You came aboard when skies were gray and made the silence fade away. We talked like strangers meant to be and shared a laugh unknowingly. But every ride has hidden clocks, and every heart collects its stops. And yours came sooner than I knew. Still, I'm so glad I sat with you.
I wish we had another mile, another song, another smile. But life decides and we obey, even the ones we beg to stay.
When you leave the train, I'll wave slow and hope there's a light where you now go. You gave me warmth, you gave me rest, even if time did not give us best. You're not a lost, you're not a ghost, you're just a part I love the most. And though the journey won't remain, I'll remember this train.
Some think love must never end, that only those who stay are friends. But sometimes love is just a phase that changes hearts in quiet ways. And though our roads now split in two, you changed me more than you once knew. And that's enough, and that's okay. We walked beside, then went our way.
I'll save your seat in memory, not out of pain but honesty. Some people come then fade unseen, but leave behind what might have been.
When you leave the train, I'll stay still. I'll miss you soft, but never will forget the way your voice could heal a part of me I used to seal. And if one day our tracks align, I hope you see I'm doing fine. You were a chapter, not in vain. Thank you for the train. You were never mine to keep, just a soft dream I let seep through pages written, winds that blew. But still I'm grateful I met you. No need for sorrow, no goodbyes. Not every love has to survive. Some just arrive and leave us free, a story worth remembering. We crossed like stars, a perfect glitch, a little spark, a tiny switch. You said hello, I lost my pace, but never tried to steal your place. You smiled like something I once knew,
a brief hello, a quiet truth. We didn't last, but that's okay. We said enough without a stay. You were a song I couldn't keep, but still it plays when nights run deep. And every time I hear that tune, I thank the stars we shared a moon. You were never mine for long, but every glance became a song. And every silence, every near, still echoes like you're somehow here. I don't regret, I don't deny. We lived a dream, we let it fly. No chains, no tears, no reckoning, just a story worth remembering. Some loves are flame, some loves are breeze. Some teach you strength by letting ease. You didn't stay, but you were real, and that alone is love I feel. I used to think the end was a loss, but now I know we never crossed. We met, we changed, we said enough. That's more than pain, that is love. Memory is where we meet, in laughter soft and moments sweet. You live in frames I won't erase, but not in time I have to chase. You were never mine to own, but I'm not empty, not alone. The you I knew still makes me smile, and walks with me a little while. No heavy heart, no silent sting, just pages I still love to sing. You weren't my end, but you were spring, a story worth remembering. Stop crying over what is gone. You can't rewind, can't right the wrong. But look around, you're still right here. You've made it through another year. So count the breaths, the steps you take. Not every fall means you must break. Don't drown in what you couldn't grab. Start holding on to what you still have. You gave your all, you watched it fade. You traced the cracks your heart had made. You whispered why to empty air, as if regret would still be there. But love that leaves was never caged. It's not your fault, you just outaged the story that was never done. But endings mean new chapters come. So stop the loop that plays your loss and see the gold beneath the cost. You're still enough, you're still alive. You're more than pain you once survived. Stop crying over what fell through. You're not the sum of who left you. Look at your hands, they still create a life that's yours to recreate. You've got your voice, your fight, your name. You're not some pawn inside a game. You've got today, you've got your laugh. You've still got you, and that's your path. You're not what's missing, not what's lacked. You're all the strength that's coming back. They took a piece, not all you are. You're still the fire, still the star. So write it down and scream it loud. You're not alone and you're allowed to feel the loss, then stand again. To lose, then learn how to begin. No more worshiping the lack, no more wishing to go back. The light is here and so are you. So take a step and push on through. Stop crying over empty space. The past won't change, no matter face. But you can change, and that's enough
world's a maze, the roads aren't clear, and every heart collects some fear. But still we rise, still we remain, with all our joy, with all our pain. So dry your tears and lift your face. This isn't loss, it's just a place where you can rest, then walk away. You're meant to feel and live anyway. You loved someone